Good evening, friends. A weather authority alert day is in effect for your Thursday. We're talking strong to severe thunderstorms once again in our area. Now today we had just a few rumblers in parts of Southside, parts of the NRV, but right now we are totally clear. You'll notice we have a little bit of yellow tinting there in West Virginia. That is a severe thunderstorm watch in those areas. And that is because of the storms that will head our way as we head into the overnight hours. But right now we are still looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s. We are talking 69 in Hot Springs, Bedford 75, Alta Vista 72. That's the same for Lynchburg, 67 in Pulaski, 68 in Independence. Not only are we hot, we're still warm for this time of evening, and this is why we have dew points that are in the upper 60s and lower 70s. So our temperatures are not allowed to fall a lot overnight tonight because there is so much moisture content in our atmosphere. This is going to help us a whole lot with fueling stronger storms as we head into the afternoon and evening hours on Thursday. Now let's talk severe risk, because the entirety of our viewing area and almost the entirety of the state of Virginia, you'll notice we have just far-reaching portions of Southwest Virginia that are in the marginal. Rest of us are in the slight risk tomorrow, so that is a 2 out of a 5 on the SPC's rating scale, and these are the threats that we are looking out for tomorrow. Hail and gusty winds, of course, we are keeping an eye on, but flooding risk, that's a little more top of mind. Here's why. The storms that we got on Friday and Saturday of last week, remember they were very, very rainy, a lot of gusty winds, a lot of heavy rainfall, and the biggest thing is they did not move. They were very stubborn, moving about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Because of that, all the rain that areas received here in Roanoke Valley, even parts of the South Side and even the NRV, we got a lot of rain in a short amount of time, and it really just stayed in one place. So the rainfall didn't move. We didn't see those storms moving out. So any more rainfall that we receive, because we already have a very saturated ground, the more rain on top of that, that is going to flood very easily. So that is definitely top of mind. I also did want to point out the tornado threat tomorrow. It is very low, but it is not zero at this point. So we will also watch to see if any of those storms begin rotation tomorrow afternoon. Let's time this out, because tonight we're staying pretty dry. May see a stray shower or storm, but I do believe that most of the viewing area, if not all of us, will stay dry. But this is when we kick things off tomorrow, 6 a.m. We are talking clear skies, but by lunchtime, that is when this line of storms moves through. Another thing of note, behind this line of showers and storms where we're looking at embedded hail, also note these shapes, model picking up on potential rotation already within these storms. Clearing, rapid clearing of these clouds behind the storms, and that will fuel potentially more storm activity behind this line. So look at that, 5 o'clock, here we go. More storms moving through, and although the atmosphere should be pretty worked over, but because of that rapid clearing, there's still more fuel for these to pass through the area. So we have two different rounds we are watching out for. Again, that one starts, the first one, about 11 to 12 a.m., rather 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow. Futurecast showing by 10 a.m. or 10 p.m., excuse me, we are totally clear, and we will stay clear into the day on Friday. Amount of rainfall we are adding, about a quarter to a half inch, so not necessarily the deluge we saw this past weekend, but still enough to cause some flooding if we do see. Zone by zone forecast tonight, we are in the 60s and 70s for lows, and the 7-day forecast showing us dry after next Thursday, but highs 80s and 90s.